So this is the 31st. And the last piece of evidence we're going to talk about. So the last piece of evidence that we're going to talk about is the molecular evidence. So we've said that, there are fossils that show previous life forms. There are similarities in structure. But there are also actual chemical similarities between us and all other living things. So aside from the fact, the big one, that all living things use DNA. Every single living thing on the planet transmits its genetic information using DNA. There are some other things. So do you know what hemoglobin is? You all have it. It's in your blood. Hemoglobin is often linked to iron levels. If you're low in iron, your body can't make hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is the thing that transports oxygen in your blood. So if your hemoglobin levels are low, then your body can't transport oxygen. It means you can't oxygenate your cells, you're weak, you get fatigued easily. All mammals actually use hemoglobin. Human and gorilla hemoglobin are nearly identical. But what's more interesting is if you look at the similarity in DNA sequences. So our closest relative is the chimp. And we can tell this because they have 99% of the same DNA as we do. No. You share a lot less DNA with a slug. So the more closely related two things are, the more DNA they share. You can think about this in terms of your siblings. If you have a full sibling, on average, of all the differences that there can exist between two humans, any two humans on the planet, from a 4'3" Bornean tribes person whose skin is the color of, coffee with milk, to a 6'2" Swede who's as blonde and pale as you could get, those two humans share about 99.99% of their DNA. So of the genes that can differ between humans, siblings share about 50% of it on average. First cousins share about 25%. So the more closely related you are to somebody or to another species, the more DNA you share. Humans and chimps share about 99%. We'll pick it up tomorrow.